I want to talk to you today about 5 things that has made all of the difference in the world for me as a real estate investor. My name is Lynn, and this channel is Faith, Discipline, and Freedom. I started investing in real estate 23 years ago, and by the goodness and the grace of God, it's been a wonderful trip. It's been a wonderful trip. Right now, I'm sitting outside of my last little purchase. It's a little a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house out in the country. It sits on a little over a half an acre of land. I'm sitting outside of it right now, kind of away from the wind. It's a windy day in the first part of January. But I'm 62 years old, and I started investing in real estate 23 years ago. I was 39 years old when I started. I had no idea when I bought my first little house that it was going to be as fantastic as it has been. And like I say, it's by the goodness of God and hard work. The goodness of God and hard work. If you will work hard and if you will ask God for help, it's amazing what your life can look like. But this house is another little fixer-upper, 2-bedroom, 1-bath, sits on a little over a half acre of land. I've got a nice little old 1-car shop in the back. This is a reward for me having done what I've done for 23 years, because this is going to be one of my playhouses. I'm going to fix this house, or my plan is to fix this house up just to be a place for me to hang out, have friends out. We'll play dominoes, we'll play cards, we'll do whatever, have Bible studies, just have a wonderful time, build some fires. But there are 5 things that I want to leave you with today that has made all of the difference in the world for me in 23 years of real estate investing. I want to give you a quote or a statement that I got from a guy named Jim Rohn many years ago. I never met Jim, but he was my mentor by cassette tape. Jim Rohn was a genius. If you don't know who he is, look him up, begin listening to him. Jim, R-O-H-N, Jim Rohn. Let him be your mentor. He's gone, he's deceased, but he left a legacy of wisdom. And this video will be worth you clicking on it just to find out who Jim Rohn was and to find out what he taught. Go look him up. But 5 things that has made all the difference in the world for me as a real estate investor. Number 1, I bought cheap houses in decent neighborhoods. I bought inexpensive houses in decent neighborhoods. Don't buy real estate in horrible, dangerous, rough neighborhoods. You don't have to do that. Those are not the places to buy real estate. I do not want to buy a house where I cannot ask my wife to go and check on the situation at 8 o'clock in the evening if I need to. Wherever I buy a piece of property, I want my wife to be safe being there, not because I'm going to send my wife there, but I might ask somebody else's wife to live there, and I want whoever lives in my houses, I want them to be safe. And so I bought cheap houses in decent neighborhoods, and I could do some work, and I'm not afraid of work, so I did the work myself for many years. If the houses needed to be painted, I'd paint them. If the yards needed to be cleaned up, I'd clean up the yards. If the trees needed to be trimmed, I'd trim them. If I needed to put down new floor covering, hey, I would even do that. Now, if you're not interested in doing the work, you don't have to. You don't have to do the work yourself if you don't want to. A lot of people make enough money. And let me say this, I would recommend that you not do the work unless you really, really want to. I did not buy rent houses because I wanted to do the work on them, really. Now, I enjoy doing the work, but I didn't really buy them because I wanted to work on them. I bought houses because I wanted to become financially independent. So anyway, I bought cheap houses in decent neighborhoods that I could do the work on. That's number one. Number two, I bought houses that didn't need any heavy duty repair. I bought houses that did not need any, what I call heavy lifting. I wanted to buy houses that had cosmetic problems, broken windows, walls that needed to be painted, little pieces of boards that needed to be replaced, things that were easy to do, new blinds, new floor covering, take up the floor covering, put floor covering down, or put floor covering over whatever was there. Just what we call light cosmetic. And you can still find these houses. You can still find these houses. Number three, I bought houses that either I was able to do the work myself or I could hire somebody to do the work for me without it costing me a lot of money. When I started, I could hire people for $10, $15, $25 an hour to do just about any piddly stuff that needed to be done. 23 years later, from $25 an hour up to about $50 an hour for the routine piddly stuff I'm talking about. You can still find handymen that will work for $25 to $50 an hour. And I know that may sound like a lot of money, but it's not. It's not, because these guys can come in and in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it's amazing what they can get done. Number four, I put good tenants in my property. This one will either make you or break you, because I was not a fix and flip type of guy. I wanted to build a real estate portfolio that I would keep through the years so that the value of my property would go up. I would pay down my debt through the years and the appreciation of the property would take place. So I was looking for long-term wealth, not a 30-day fix and flip or a 90-day fix and flip with all of the headaches of that. That's a nightmare for somebody else. I did not want that. But you've got, once your house is fixed and ready to go, you've got to get a good tenant. If you get the wrong tenant, it will destroy you. You've got to get a good tenant. I can help you know how to do that. That's number four. Number five, all of the profit that I made from my rental property went into a savings account. Do not, if you invest in real estate, do not spend your profit on anything other than real estate. I would take my profit from my real estate. I would allow that money to stack up so that I worked a full-time job when I started buying real estate. I worked a full-time job, so if I had a plumbing problem, I would call my plumber. I would ask him to go fix the property. He would go fix the property. He would send me a bill. I would take money out of my savings account that had built up from my rental property, and I would pay my plumber, etc. And you're not going to get that many repairs. If you'll buy a house, get that thing ready to go in decent condition, you're not going to have a lot of emergencies. And when you do, they're probably going to be piddly. You can call somebody to go take care of it. They're going to want to get paid. You've got money built up in your savings because all of your profit from your real estate went into your savings account. And also what happens, this money begins to stack up and stack up and stack up and stack up. And then you take the money from your profits off of one house and you go find another house. You use that money as a down payment on the next house, and so forth and so on. And you go from one house to 2 houses to 5 houses to 10 houses. And you come to a place at some point in time to where you say, you know what? I have enough money coming in off of my real estate portfolio that I don't need my job any longer. That's a good place to end up. My name is Lynn. This channel is Faith, Discipline, and Freedom. And I want you to know By the grace of God, I have been able to do everything that I've done. My desire is to help you to be able to do the same if you're interested. And because the first word of my channel is faith, let me just tell you, if you will partner with the good Lord, there's no telling what you can accomplish with His help. Have a great day. I wish you great success for your with your investing. If you have any questions or comments, leave them for me below. I'll try to answer them. I'll try to help you any way that I can. Always remember, it's a great life living for the Lord. God bless.